Section 1. Arrival in Sinjhoro. First glimpses of a Sindhi town. The bus ride was long and, dust covered everything inside. Outside, the land was flat and the heat shimmered above the road. Sinjhoro appeared without much warning, just a collection of low buildings, another stop on a forgotten highway. The air hung heavy and still. Sinjhoro is a small town. It sits in the Sangha district in the Sindh province of Pakistan. The great Indus River shaped this land. These are the vast alluvial plains. People have lived here for centuries with farming as their way of life. The town is not famous, but the first feeling was of quiet. Not the quiet of emptiness, but the quiet of slow movement. People walked without hurry. Shops opened at their own pace, and children played in dusty lanes. Life here had a different rhythm, far from city noise. This town holds a quiet importance. It serves the farming villages around. It is a place for trade where people buy seeds and tools and sell their crops in its market. Sinjhoro is tied to the earth. It is a true rural outpost, not a place for grand sights. Section 2. The lay of the land, Sinjhoro's alluvial plains. The land around Sinjhoro is very flat and you can see for many miles. The soil is rich and fertile, brought by the Indus River over many, many years. This soil is called alluvial soil and it is good for growing crops. The plains stretch out like a table with a network of canals crossing the land. These are irrigation canals bringing water to the dry fields. The water comes from the Indus and the canals look like silver ribbons, the lifeblood of this region. Without them, farming would be hard. People dig smaller channels from them. Farmers grow several main crops. Cotton is very important here. They also grow a lot of wheat, and sugarcane fields are common too. The crops change with the seasons. Summer brings heat-loving plants, while winter allows for different harvests. The agricultural cycle dictates life. Looking out, you see endless fields, green or brown, depending on the time. Men and women work in these fields. Their labor feeds their families and also feeds the towns and cities. The landscape is shaped by human hands, a testament to their hard work. This is the heart of agricultural Sindh. Section 3. Whispers of green, the flora of Sinjhoro. The natural plants here are tough as they have to survive the heat. Acacia trees are very common and locals call them kikar trees. They provide some shade, though their thorns are sharp and long. These trees dot the landscape, growing along roads and field edges. Many small shrubs and grasses grow here too, and these plants are also hardy. They can live with little water, and you see them in unused patches of land. Roadside verges host these survivors, their colors often muted greens, sometimes brown and dry. They wait patiently for rain. People also grow trees for fruit. Some farms have mango orchards. The mangoes of Sindh are famous, and date palms might be seen too. These cultivated trees need more water, usually growing near canals or in house gardens. They offer sweet relief from the heat. The amount of green changes with the seasons. In the dry season it is less, but after rains new leaves appear. The fields themselves are very green when crops are growing, and this green contrasts with drier areas. The canals help keep things green. Flora here is a mix, some wild, some planted by people. Section 4. Creatures of the dust. Wildlife in the region. Birds are easy to see in Sinjhoro. Pigeons gather on rooftops, sparrows chirp in the bushes, and crows are common, always watching. Near the canals you might see water birds. Kingfishers flash blue by the water. Some birds pass through during migration and the sky is rarely empty of them. Small mammals live here too, but they are shy and hide. Field mice and rats scurry, and mongooses hunt for snakes sometimes. You might see a desert hare, but it would be early morning or dusk. They are quick to disappear and most stay hidden from human eyes. The land supports these small lives. Reptiles are well suited to this climate. Many types of lizards live here, basking in the warm sun. Snakes also exist in the fields, and farmers must be careful of them. Some are harmless, others venomous, but they help control rodent numbers. They are part of this ecosystem. Insects are everywhere, especially in summer. Cicadas make a loud buzzing sound, filling the hot afternoons. Mosquitoes are a problem near water, and flies gather around markets and homes. Ants march in busy lines. These small creatures are numerous, playing their role in nature. Section 5. Under the Sindhi Sun, Sinjhoro's climate. Sinjhoro has a hot, semi-arid climate. This means it is mostly dry and it gets very, very hot. The long summers define this place. People adapt their lives to it. The sun dictates daily schedules. Midday is often a quiet time. Everyone seeks shade from the heat. Summer temperatures can be extreme. May and June are the hottest months. The thermometer can climb very high. Dust storms can also occur. The air becomes thick with fine sand. People try to stay indoors, they drink lots of water. Nights offer only slight relief. Winter brings a welcome change. It is usually mild and short. This season lasts from November to February. The days are pleasant and sunny. Nights can be cool, even chilly. People enjoy being outdoors more. It is a good time for farming and a good time for festivals. The monsoon season arrives in July. It usually lasts until August. The rains are not always heavy. Sometimes they're unpredictable. Some years bring good rain. Other years it is very little. These rains are vital for crops. They also bring relief from heat. The land turns greener after rain. Section 6. Water and wilderness, nearby natural escapes. The Nara Canal is very important. It passes not far from Sinjhoro. It is one of the longest canals. It looks like a man-made river. Its waters irrigate vast areas. The banks of the canal are green. People use it for many things. It is a lifeline for the region. Local farms can be an attraction, not in a theme park way, but for seeing real rural life. Farmers are often hospitable people. They might invite you for tea. You can see crops growing. You can learn about their work. It is a look at an older way. This is the true face of Sindh. Manchar Lake is a large freshwater lake. It is some distance from Sinjhoro. It would be a day trip. The lake is famous for bird life. Many migratory birds come here. It is an important wetland area. The lake has faced challenges, but it remains a natural wonder. The Kholistan Desert is further away. It lies to the east. This is a very different landscape. It is a vast sandy desert. It offers a stark contrast to the green fields of Sinjhoro. Knowing it is nearby is interesting. It shows the variety of Sindh. Sinjhoro sits at this edge. Section 7. Echoes from the past. A glimpse into Sinjhoro's history. Sinjhoro is a taluka headquarters. A taluka is an administrative area. This status dates back some time. It was likely organized during British rule. The British mapped many such towns. They set up local governance systems. This history shapes its current role. It is a local center of administration. The older history is less clear. Sinjhoro is part of ancient Sindh. Great civilizations rose and fell here. The Indus Valley civilization was nearby. Later, various empires ruled Sindh. Local stories might tell of old events. These are passed down through generations. This land has seen much change. There may not be grand ruins, no famous archaeological sites in town, but history is underfoot. Old mounds might hide ancient secrets. Villagers sometimes find old pottery or ancient coins in their fields. This everyday history is often missed. It is a quiet layer of the past. The history of Sinjhoro is continuous. It is not about kings and battles. It is about people living here. They have farmed this land for ages. They have adapted to its challenges. Their resilience is its true history. A story of survival and persistence. This is the heritage of Sinjhoro. Section 8. The rhythm of daily life. Culture and customs in Sinjhoro. Local customs are strong in Sinjhoro. Sindhi traditions guide daily life. Hospitality is very important here. Guests are welcomed warmly. People greet each other with respect. Simple gestures carry much meaning. Community bonds are quite tight. Family is central to everything. Traditional foods are a delight. Sindhi biryani is a famous dish. It is rice with meat and spices. Saji, roasted lamb or chicken, is popular. Lassi, a yogurt drink, cools in summer. Food is made with local ingredients. Wheat bread is a staple. Meals are often eaten together. Important festivals bring joy and colour. Eid is celebrated with great enthusiasm. Families gather for prayers and feasts. Local melas or fairs are held. These have music, food and games. They are important social events. They break the routine of rural life. People look forward to these times. Daily life follows a steady rhythm. People wake up early here. Farmers go to their fields. Shopkeepers open their businesses. Children go to local schools. Evenings are for relaxing and socializing. Men gather at tea stalls. The pace of life is slow. It is dictated by sun and seasons. Section 9. Fields of green and gold. Sinjhoro's livelihood and a traveller's note. Agriculture is the main way of life. Most people in Sinjhoro are farmers. They grow cotton, wheat and sugarcane. These are cash crops for them. The work is very hard. It depends on sun and rain and on water from the canals. Their lives are tied to the land. Some people find work in gas fields. The Kadirpur gas field is nearby. This provides jobs for some locals. It is an alternative to farming. This brings some new money. It also brings some changes. The town balances tradition and modernity. This is a common story now. For travellers, winter is the best time. This is from November to February. The weather is cool and pleasant. Expect basic facilities in Sinjhoro. It is not a tourist town. Simple guest houses may be available. Be respectful of local customs. Dress modestly when you visit. Sinjhoro has a quiet appeal. It is not for everyone. There are no big monuments. Its beauty is in its simplicity, in its fields and its people. It offers a look at rural Sindh, a place of natural rhythms and deep cultural roots. A traveler might find something real here, far from the usual tourist paths.